Hi everyone, it's me again with another GeoGuessr video, and this time I thought it would be fun to do US capitals. So obviously every state in the US has a capital city, and within those capital cities they have a Capitol building, which obviously is where sort of the central government of each state is located. So obviously it's going to be a little bit easier than just sort of doing a general US one or a general US cities one, because we'll sort of know instantly by the capital which state we are, hopefully which city we're in as well. But you never know, it can be more difficult as well. For some reason only 25, even though there's 50 states, so I don't know why they didn't do all 50, but I've never played this map before, so it should be fun anyway, and we'll see how we go. So let's make a start. Okay, so obviously hopefully anyway, it's going to dump us right beside each state capital building. So really we're going to be looking for whatever they say on them, and that will hopefully give us some clues, or hopefully tell us outright where we are. But sometimes I'd imagine they're not going to be as clear as others, but you never know. But usually they're pretty grand buildings. This one looks very modern and quite cool actually. But you know, if you know your US state flags, you might be able to tell where this is. I've not got a clue. But yeah, if I was to guess from our location at least, I'd say I think we're in the north of America, probably northeast, because you get a lot of these the deciduous trees in the northeast. I mean, it's a pretty big generalisation, but Liberty Memorial Building, does that say? Yeah. Anyway, let's see, because oftentimes as well around this kind of places you'll see a lot of signs saying sort of, you know, Nebraska, North Dakota, there we go. So we're in North Dakota, Liberty Memorial Building. Now what's the capital of North Dakota? That is a question. So we were northern. Is it Bismarck or Fargo? I have no idea. Because oftentimes as well with US states, there it is, the biggest city isn't actually the state capital. So even though you think, oh, you know, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but yeah, so the biggest cities in each state, you'd think, oh, that's obviously the state capital, but it isn't always. So anyway, here we are, we've found it. It was relatively easy once you find a sign, but yeah, so we're sort of on the right hand side of it, and we're just about to turn down there, aren't we? And this is that car park which we're just sort of inside of, so around there probably isn't a unfair guess, or even there maybe. Yeah, I think we'll go there. Cool, 3 meters. Next round. Okay, we're looking northern again, but probably western. It looks wet. Terry Miller Legislative Office Building, 99. I'll tell you what, this could be Alaska, you know. Capital School, Juneau High School. Yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised if this was Alaska, although, yeah, Alaska Fisherman's Building, right, so we are Alaska. It just felt extremely northern and very sort of Rocky Mountain-esque. You don't really get, I mean you do, you get every kind of landscape in America, but in sort of mainland America, but yeah, something like this, it looks very Alaskan, I must say. Now again, like I was saying, it's Anchorage isn't necessarily the state capital, but at the same time, at least here it most probably is. So it's just a case of whereabouts are we. It's usually sort of within one of these little yellow zones, but it's not always. I don't think we're by any water, are we? We're quite high up here. Yeah, and sort of right in the back of the city, which is surrounded on all sides by mountains. So where we're looking there, southwards towards the sort of the valley bottom. Yeah, through the valley there, and we're right up in the top of the mountain here. Juneau High School, I suppose that could be helpful, couldn't it? In fact, that could tell us where we are. Juneau, there we are. So that's what I was saying about the capital. The state capital isn't always the biggest city, Alaska state capital. But we were more near that school than the actual the Capitol building, unless it is here and they've renamed it since. What's the street name? If we can find that, that'll be helpful. We'll go this way instead. Because that does just look like a school. 5th Street, Seward Street, or Stewart Street. Seward. So 4th Street, 5th Street, okay. Seward Street. So it is an office building nowadays, but here we are. That's almost certainly where we are, isn't it? So whereabouts were we on the map? Okay, we've not actually started the building yet, so we're about here. Let's go. Oof, that's pushing it a little bit, but yeah, the marker doesn't quite seem right there in relation to the building. But nonetheless, that's another 5,000 points, so we're doing well. Now this is palm trees, definitely looking more southern. Florida it could be. Renovation underway. And it definitely seems like Florida or sort of, I don't know, one of those sort of southern coastal states. Might not be though. But so let's get on the road and then we could at least, hopefully, discover more or less. Oh, come on, get on the street. Has the car not been there? We're just on one of the backpack ones at the moment, aren't we? That must be a fun job, just wearing a Google backpack and going on a walk. There's some sort of monument, that might be helpful. I said the word Google, so my phone's lit up.
I don't understand.
I don't know if you heard that, but she said she doesn't understand. Right, this is not helpful at all. Usually the flags can be helpful. There's a Coca-Cola van. Like the Christmas advert. That's cool. Is that an EU flag? I don't know. Hawaii, it could be Hawaii, couldn't it? I don't get that vibe, I must say, but you never know. We're stuck in the middle of a park at the moment. Now that vibe is quite Californian, so I think we probably need to, what did that sign say? Stop guessing and actually do some discovering. So, San Jose, do you know the way? Oh, where's San Jose, the capital? Is See, again, San Jose could be the capital of California. I did say it looked Californian after enough guesses, so I suppose it could be. Come on, load. But is it? That's the question. It definitely could be this area. It looked that way. But is it the state capital? Are we even here? That could just be sort of the brand of bus. Andy Warhol's in town, where his paintings are. I want to get off this park. I'm stuck in the park. There's just no Google van bin on San Jose charters. So, oh, San Juan. San Juan near San Jose? Or are we just in completely the wrong place? Or is Juan and Jose the same thing? Juan and the same, you could say. Washington Unified. Right, okay, so these are just a lot of different vans, aren't they? Not helpful at all, because we're definitely not in Washington state or city. Oh, let me go on the road. Could we be... See, I think the capital of California is Sacramento, isn't it? Right, let's keep looking around because we're probably not helping ourselves by... See, those buses could have been helpful, but because every city under the sun was on them. San Jose charters, though, you'd think, wouldn't you? But the thing about buses is that they're designed to take you from one place to another, so let's head back to the start, actually, and see if we can discover something written on the building. The thing about California, which is always a giveaway, and I can't see it here, is that it's extremely flat in most cities. But then when you're looking over to the distance, you've usually, this big mountain range. So all of these places are super flat. And then wherever you are in California, you can sort of see mountains in the distance. I mean, it's not a universal rule, but it's usually a good tell anyway of where you are. It's especially true in LA. Sac State. I don't know what that means either. Sacramento, it could be. And I guess it's close enough to San Jose for that to have been a bus that took us from here to there. It's not as easy as you'd think, this kind of round, where you think you're just going to get dumped outside a Capitol building and told the state straight off. And the fact that I can't get on the roads as well isn't very helpful. Maybe I'm barking up the complete wrong tree with California. And the fact that I'm not even sure what the capital of California is, if that is indeed where we are, isn't helping either. Right, Sacramento, California, again. I've seen that a few times now. I'm pretty sure the bottom of that sign might have said Sacramento as well, so I am feeling more and more like that might be where we are. Yeah, and that looks like California's flag as well, doesn't it, with the little bear on it. So now it's just a case of finding that park we're in. It's relatively central. This is seriously tough. The thing with America is that you expect them to write the name of where you are all over the place, because they're very locally and nationally patriotic. But there is not a lot at at all. And being stuck in a park isn't helping because stuff like that. See, California, okay, so we're definitely in California, no doubt. And we've seen a lot of stuff for Sacramento, I'm sure we have. But where is... Right, so we've seen a sign for Washington, and we can also see a sign for the 80, Interstate 80. So let's see 80, there we go. Again, so we're thinking Sacramento, aren't we? And that park we were stuck in, I managed to get out of the park, by the way, while you were gone. It was a pretty big park. Oh, there we go. Right, the park wasn't green, that's why. Wow, that took absolutely forever. But we're looking that way, which means we're there. And we're right at the end of one of those three little paths that curls out. This one here. Dearie me, I tell you what. Imagine if we didn't get 5,000 after all that. Well, there we go. We've learnt something. Sacramento is the capital of California. Right, this looks southern again. We've got a nice compass on the floor, which is accurate according to that. Yeah, Southern American again. Although, perhaps not actually. I'm going to jump the gun on that call. Looks sort of New Orleans-ish, doesn't it, some of those buildings? Oh, goodness, stuck in another park. That's the most frustrating thing. Because it tries to keep you within the walked route that the bloke walked. And you can't get on the road, which is not helpful at all. But there's got to be some sort of clueage here. I don't know what this is depicting. A Native American killing a bison, is it? I don't know what the symbology of that is for the state. They're clearly reading something relevant. Maybe it was one of the original states then. Or one of the older ones. The oldish looking buildings would tend to agree with that. Capitol Hill books. Yep, just which one? Yeah, these buildings definitely look old American style. Oh, let me get on the road. It's so frustrating. If I was to guess, then in that case, I'm guessing around here somewhere. I don't think it's Atlanta. I think it's probably more further north. Maybe North Carolina. But no, because that is one of the first colonies, first states. And it looks old, but it doesn't look that old. And this looks almost Wild Westish, doesn't it? But being stuck in this little route isn't very helpful. What does that say? It's Memorial History of Colorado, is that? Right. This memorial recognises events of sig something to the history of... Oh, significance maybe? So the history of Colorado, okay. At least I think it says Colorado, I don't know what else it could say. Yeah, we must be in Colorado then. So I was wrong because it's right over here. Again, is Denver the capital? I think it probably is. But you never know. Here we go, North Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill. Right, so where is the capital itself? There it is. And we must have been stuck in this little park. So we're around here somewhere. Yeah, right by this bison looking thing. Yeah, and we're about here on it, aren't we, on the path, so let's go. Good, 2 meters, right. That was lucky we spotted that sign, because that would have been extremely difficult otherwise. Right, this is definitely southern Wild Westish. Nevada state, is that? Did that say? No, yeah, it must do. Nevada State Legislature, right. So, the capital of Nevada is not Las Vegas, it is Reno, and I'm pretty sure I know that. So, let's see if we can find the Capitol building again. This is the last round, yeah it is, so let's try and get a perfect score. Because that would be the first one I've got on YouTube. It's taken us long enough. But let's not jump the gun, we've still got one to get. Oh, where could it be? I mean, I could be wrong, it might not be Reno, but I'm 90% sure it is. It looks pretty in the sticks, doesn't it? It doesn't look central, and we're pretty close to the hills as well. So maybe we're more this end. Right, I think we've probably made the big mistake of jumping too early into the map. I have found stuff like the US Social Security Administration, DMV over there, so we must be close. But to be honest, the fact it's not jumping out is a bit concerning. So I think it's probably wise to start looking around the map a bit more. So right, downtown. Either that's where we are or where we could be going. And West 4th Street. So let's see if that can be helpful at all. We can see none of these streets are numbered. They're all named. So that's instantly telling me I was in the wrong place. And these are numbered. So East 7th. We want West 4th. West 9th. 14th. So that's too high. 7th. 6th. 5th. 4th. And that goes for miles, brilliant. But that is the right road, so... And are we at the end of that as well? Because is that West 4th Street? It's sort of hard to know, isn't it? I can't imagine that is, so this must be it. Okay, well it stops there. It's a shame it's the longest street in the whole place. But surely just following it along, we should actually find where we need to be as well. But again, it does not seem to be revealing its secrets, unless it's... And then it goes to East 4th Street. Oh, what a nightmare. Curry and... So West 4th again, so that is West 4th. So, but how can it be? Because it's just like a... Unless we're still just totally in the wrong part of town. It does kind of feel like we are. Maybe there's more than one 4th Street. But it doesn't seem like it, does it? That's one of the troubles with America, is that they use... I mean, I'm sure when you're actually there and you need to navigate yourself around, numbering the streets is useful. But when you're in the middle of nowhere and every town's got the same street names, it's not always straightforward. I can't believe how difficult this is. It shouldn't be this difficult. What road's this one? It looks more full on, doesn't it? And long and straight and north and south. So I should have been using more of this sort of investigative knowledge rather than just messing about. So I bet you anything that's that one there and this is this one. So we must be around here somewhere. But there's just no... Right, hang on a second. Carson City, City Hall. Now, I'm pretty sure Carson City isn't the capital of Nevada. But why is Carson City, City Hall? Right, I'm going to have to look this up afterwards because I thought it was Reno. But if it's Carson City, then fair enough. Maybe it is Reno and the Capitol building's somewhere else. But either way, this is looking more where we should be, doesn't it? Nevada State Capitol. There we are. West 2nd Street is where we were just in front of. West 4th Street is where we are. I tell you what. Either we've been spun a web of lies or... Let's try and get it right because we're on for a perfect score at the very least. Caterpillars, right, and we're on the very corner of it, so there. All I'm thinking is that it might think we're close to the road, so I might hedge my bets and go like there. Oh, okay, phew, we still got 5,000. Wow, so perfect score, but I am extremely confused about the capital of Nevada now, so bear with me, I'm going to Google it. It is Carson City. That's crazy. Well, there you go. I was 95% sure it was Reno, and it's not. What do you know? Anyway, we got there in the end. Perfect score. The first one on the channel, so that's good. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching. If you've got any ideas for stuff I should do in the future, let me know in the comments. Other than that, drop us a like and a subscribe, and keep your eyes peeled for some more GeoGuessr content. Thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.